So here's what's different about what I'm sharing in the school compared to a lot of what people think is needed, right? If we take a timeline, okay, so this is someone being a prospect, right? And let's just say here they are a client and here is the end of the agreement. Most coaches want their clients to flourish kind of by here, right? I want my client to really flourish over here. When do we want our clients to flourish? Here, before they become a client, right? Before they hire you, before they sign up with you, we want them to flourish. Now what happens if they don't sign up with you?
They flourish.
Right. So what? If you do this all day, every day, you're gonna have more than enough clients. Most of you've got more than enough clients anyway. So you combine this with what we've shared in the first weekend, which is about just getting full, having lots of conversations, and then you add this to it, which is like, you're just being of service. You're helping people flourish. You're helping them transform. So like what we've talked about already is like, don't wait, give them homework. Right, let's do it now. As a possibility, that you don't have to do that, right? It's one possibility, but you help your clients flourish now, right? You're gonna have more clients than you know what to do with, and even the ones who don't sign up, you're just leaving gold out there in the world. You're just serving, leaving positive seeds. I've had so many people who've worked with me. I've had people approach me saying, I don't know who they are, literally, and people approach me, I want to hire you. I don't know who they are, I don't even know they exist. And I've had this not just once, I've had this several times, and people say, do you know, I was looking for a coach and I was thinking about you. Everybody I spoke to about you only had positive things to say. Or my coach told me about you. Who's your coach? I don't even know that person. Or there's someone in my Facebook group that I've had like this much interaction with. But when I'm being someone that I want people to flourish regardless of whether they pay me or not, because it raises the consciousness of the planet, because it's who I'm being, then like I said, you cannot outgive the universe. I dare you, try it. You can't, it will come back to you. You cannot outgive the universe. So we want our clients to flourish. I was being interviewed the other day by a gentleman called Rob Cook. I think the podcast is going to be out in a week or two, and can we make a note to share it with the school, right? And it was for 3 principles-based people mainly. And I said something to him in that. He said, can you talk about your school? He asked me a question and he's like, oh, I do this, I interview people and then I give them space to talk about their thing and what are you selling and whatever. I'm not interested in selling anything. And I told him, right? I said, let me just tell you about, let me enroll you, let me invite you into something. I have created my school in such a way that the people who don't sign up for it, I want them to really get a lot out of it. So I'm showing up in a way that every time I'm selling the school and I'm going, hey guys, this is the school, this is what it's about. And some people become clients, like all of you guys. There's a bunch of people who don't. A bunch of people who don't sign up, or they'll say next year, or for whatever reason. And I come from a place of, hey, and I might have said this to some of you guys, if you go through everything on the page, on the web page, and then download the brochure and go through everything in the brochure and watch all the videos, you'll get a ton of value. You will grow as a coach, you'll make more money, and it costs you nothing. You don't even need to give me your email address because I want them to flourish. Why would I not? Now, I don't know any other coaching school that does that. It might happen in bits, but you know, have you ever looked at a program online or something you think of signing up to and you go on the page and it like gives you nothing? It's just a load of words, but you've got no idea what the program's about. You got no idea what you're gonna get, and then it's a risk. I don't know whether to sign up to this, right? So when I'm coming from this place, it's a win-win. The client wins because now they really know, hey, this is something I wanna do or I don't wanna do. They know what they're signing up for, right? I win because if someone signs up, they're signing up from a place of they've got a pretty good idea, so they're going to get a lot out of it. They're not expecting something totally different, right? And I'm more likely to sign up people who are appropriate for my program or my coaching, right? And the more you help people flourish, the more they're willing to pay you, right? Now, this isn't going to, don't worry, this is not going to come back on you in a negative way, right? But I've got a hunch. When I ask a question, I ask you to be honest, right? And answer this honestly, not from an insecure place. If you knew how good this school was beforehand, would you have paid more money for it, right? How many people feel this school is kind of really exceeding what they expected from the school, right? Most people in the room. That's what I expect. That's what I thought. If you knew that, your willingness to pay what you pay, you would have paid more. Don't worry, I'm not going to put the price up for you now. It's done, right? But you want to see that. If you've got something really good, if your coaching is really good or your program's really good, the more you give it away and help people flourish before they sign up, the more they'll want it. And if they don't, that's really good, because you don't want that person in your program. Why would you, right? And I've had people when I was enrolling for this school, not a lot, but there was, I think, one person who I was giving content away from the school, I was sharing, I was having conversations with them, and then they went and hired someone else. And I was thinking, wow, right? But I was like, that's great news for me, because if they had joined the school after giving them everything that I was already giving them, they wouldn't have been a good client. And the thing that they signed up for was very different than this. That's good. You want to see that.